Hello, good evening. Can you guys hear my voice?
Yes, clear.
Okay, great. Um, I think we can start now because it's already 2 minutes late. So good evening, guys. Thank you for joining us in today's sharing session. And as I have informed you before, today's session will cover basically about things that you need to know before relocating to Japan for work. And our speaker today is my coworker at QnA Technology. And her name is Hanaka-san. She will do her presentation for about 15 minutes, and after that, the Q&A session will begin. I will read the questions that you have written in the Google Sheet. So Hanaka-san, are you here? Hana?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Um, I'm great. How are you?
Good, how are you? Good, I'm good, pretty good.
Great. Okay, then we can just start now, and so the floor is yours. You can start.
Yeah, thank you so much. So good evening, everyone. My name is Hanaka Hiraoka, and I'm going to introduce like Japanese culture, like Japanese stuff. I don't have any like presentation for 15 minutes. I'm going to just talk about 5 minutes. So yeah, let's get started. So First of all, so living costs in Tokyo can be quite high compared to Jakarta. Monthly rent for a single apartment in central Tokyo rent for Japanese yen is going to be 70,000 to I think 150,000 actually. While in the like countryside in between Japanese yen is going to be 15,000 to 8,000. So in contrast, Jakarta's rent is approximately, I don't know, 2009. And transportation in Tokyo is average 1,000 to 2,000 a month compared, yes. And the food cost in Tokyo rent for Japanese yen is 3,000 to 6,000 monthly. And then also for the taxation, Japan generally handle income tax through employer deductions, while rates like range from 5 to 45 plus locate tax around 10%. So I think it's similarly Indonesian income tax is also deducted by the companies with the employees and receiving salaries.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's all coming to like introduce the Japanese tax or like Japanese linked cost.
Okay. Thank you so much. It's not even 5 minutes, but thank you so much. Um,
It's a 2 minutes.
we can, yeah, but we can cover all the bases during the Q&A session.
Yes,
And
for sure.
I think, yeah, I think I'm going to read the questions that you guys already written on the Google Sheet. The first question is
Um,
from Zero. Are you here, Zero? Can you unmute?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here.
Yes, great. So he asked about if we get the job and need to relocate to Japan, how can we find an apartment that suits us? Or is it usually provided by the company? Hannah, can you answer the question?
yes, I also write it down. And some company provides like dormitory, but many people prefer to find their like own second place too, so our company also supported them in the process.
Yes. So usually, if you relocate to Japan because of work, because you've been hired by a company in Japan, they usually will provide you housing assistance. They will assist you in finding an apartment, and also if you got hired through a hiring agent, for example, like through inbound technology, then inbound technology will help you find the right apartment
Yes, yes.
that suits you. Yeah, yeah. I think that answers the question. Zero. Do you have any follow up question?
Yeah. I think it's answer my question because I kinda wonder how we could find the apartment. Meanwhile, we are not in Japan yet.
Mm.
Mm. But
Hmm.
it's already answered. Thank you.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Thank you so much. The second question is from Zulfikar. Are you here?
Hello. Yes, I am.
Okay. So you asked, can you explain living costs, including rent for foreigners and public transport? And I think Hannah already covered that before. And actually, she already um, write it down in the sheet also. So maybe you can check. But if you have follow up questions, you can ask again after the questions are being read. Um, is it okay, Zulfikar?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, then I will move on to the next question, which is from Arif.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, okay. So he asked, I heard not so many landlords want to rent their apartment to foreigners. Why? And what we should do to make sure the landlord that we won't make any trouble in their apartment. Okay. Hana,
Yes.
yes, you can answer and maybe
Oh, can you say it again, please?
sorry. You can maybe answer that question and maybe explain a little bit more about that.
Oh, okay. So I just write it down so I'm going to just read it. There are properties available for foreigners, but it is often said the real estate agents they fully mention that such properties are limited. So this can sometimes be cursed. And then so we offer support and or more knowledgeable and properties and then more accommodate for foreigners than some real estate agents. That so I think that's it.
Hmm. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think this question, the answer is kind of related to the first question regarding the apartment finding.
Mm-mm.
Um, yeah, like even though there's some cases where landlords don't want to rent their apartment to foreigners, I think you don't have to worry too much about that because you'll get help in finding the apartment from either from agent or from the company itself.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes,
Thank you,
I get
Hannah.
it. So
Okay.
basically,
Mm,
we don't
sorry.
need to try to find the apartment by ourselves, right? Because mostly the company who hired us will try to find the suitable apartment for us. So yeah, we don't need to worry about that.
Mm, yes, that's
Thank
Mm,
basically
you.
correct.
yeah, some company do it, but some company doesn't do it. So So basically, like foreign like candidate have to find the apartment by yourself. So just keep in mind.
So if the company doesn't provide that way,
Mm.
maybe what website or what things that we can follow in order to try to find the suitable apartment. Maybe you can answer that, Hanaka-san.
Yes, we can like support you also, but I don't know, like our inbound technology support the find the apartment because we wanted to support the foreign like candidates. So yes, we wanted to do that, but like other agents in Japan, I really don't know. They're going to do it or not.
Okay, I see, I see. Thank you,
Thank
Hanaka-san.
you so much. Mhm.
Thank you. The next question is from Idam. Are you here? I will just read the question. Can you share about any culture or workflow that is very important to know and understand before working with Japan people?
Yes, so like basically Japanese people is really strict. So when working in Japan, like Japanese company, it's important to show like respect and politeness to the our like boss, and then so pay attention to the details and then work and I use formal language and dialect language, for business, like exchanging business card properly and involving something like more Japanese stuff. And respecting like their cultures aspect will help build strong relationship in a work. So yeah, just keep in mind the Japanese people are really strict, but they're really also nice.
Thank you, Hana-san. Is Idam here? I don't think so. But but I think I'm going to add something from Indonesian perspective, who is already have some experience working with Japanese.
Oh,
I think it's basically it's not that different with Indonesian working culture in terms of the hierarchy. Like you still have there's still seniority in the office, and you have to be polite. And then in Japan it's different with West culture. So in Japan, I think working with Japanese people, we shouldn't be too blunt. Like if we have some questions, like we have to um, ask it really politely. And yeah, so I think it's basically like Indonesian culture. I think it's probably like you are working in uh in Indonesia, but if you're working in a government um company, like in BUMN, for example, there's so many hierarchies that you have to follow.
mm, mm, mm.
Mm, I think
Basically, we
that's
have some Asian culture, right?
yes, yes, we have same Asian culture, but in Japan probably you need to add the bowing. You have to bow, I think.
I see, I see.
Yes, 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 that's true. Like I always
Yeah,
bow to my boss, like, oh, sorry, bowing, and then thank you, bowing, something like that.
yeah, yes, and yeah, bowing. Even when me and Hanaka-san do our daily meeting, we always end the meeting with bowing to each other through the laptop screen.
Yeah.
So it's not always have to be physically together.
Mm,
Even in when we are separated by our laptop screen, we still have to bow to each other. That's basically, yeah, Asian value. Okay, if there's no follow-up question, then we will move forward with question from Zero again. If we are given the chance to work remotely from outside of Japan, is it difficult to handle the paperwork when living in Japan?
Berbuat sendi, Cok. Ya
Hmm.
entar sembuh gitu maksud gua. Ya boleh.
Who's that?
Guys.
Um, Pam, can you mute
Oh,
your
I'm sorry,
mic?
I'm sorry. Wait. I'm on phone.
I'm already
Wait.
mute
Yes, yes, yes.
him for you.
Thank
Maybe
you so
he
much.
forgot to mute the mic.
Thank you. Um, okay. Maybe Hannah can answer the question.
Is that the a paperwork thing?
Work remotely from outside of Japan. Is it difficult to handle the paperwork when living in
Oh,
Japan?
yes.
Mm.
Yeah. So, I just really don't exactly know about it. So I just asked my coworkers, and then she said the answers. So, is that the given the chance to work remotely also? So it's really Japan can be complex, but like manageable with proper preparation, residence status, and a visa tax, social insurance, and something like bank account and contract and so on.
Zero, do you have any follow-up question?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's quite clear for me. Thank you,
Quite.
Harakasan.
Quite clear.
Sorry about that.
You sound very sure.
Yeah, because
um,
I just wonder, like, maybe if I get a chance to work remotely from Indonesia, it will be nice. But I got thinking, like, what about the paperwork? So I just asked the
mm,
question there.
Yeah.
mm, mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, if there's no follow-up question, then we can move on to the next question. Regarding taxes and insurance, do we need to pay for our family members too if we bring them with us? Or is it covered by the company as well? Okay, this is good question. Hannah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Mm,
basically, like the company has the how do I say it? Like a benefit provides. So
mm,
if you wanted to worry about the to work in Japan, so please ask your agent and then negotiate it with them and then
mm.
get some like benefits that benefits to you. I think yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, if I may add some thing. And again, it's basically the same as what we have here in Indonesia. So you can actually negotiate the benefit package to the company. Like if you so basically the insurance benefit will always be part of the the offer, but the details would be different uh, from each company. So basically, what you should do is you have to just really ask for the details like that, either to company directly, or if you hire through an agent, then you can ask details to your agent about those kinds of things, so that when you start to work in the company, you already have all of the information about the things that you get from the company.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yes, so
thank
that's
you.
basically same as in Indonesia. Yes. Thank you so much. The next question would be, I searched on the internet that to get a visa engineer is a bachelor degree or 10 years of experience in the engineer. If um, I if associate degree, if you have an associate degree, can you get a visa engineer and can you move to Japan? This I can answer actually.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm
Can,
really
can
curious
I?
as to this question.
Yes,
Like,
yes. The question is kind of confusing because it has Indonesian term. Um, so yeah, I know that it's kind of difficult for you to understand because it has Indonesian term as in the education term in Indonesia. So yeah, if I may, I can answer it for you. Um, so basically, yes, you need a bachelor degree to get an engineering visa, especially if you have less than 10 years of experience. But if you already have 10 years of experience and more, even though you are an associate degree graduate, or even if you are a vocational school graduate, you can apply engineering visa. But just keep in mind that it needs you need to have more than 10 years of experience in working in the same field. So if you are a software engineer, then you should have more than 10 years of experience as a software engineer to get engineering visa. And actually in Japan there is no associate degree. So associate degree term, I think just in Indonesia and some other country, but I'm not sure. But in Japan, there's no associate degree. Um, there's no associate graduate. So it will be confusing to the company that's hiring. And I actually have a case where I introduced a candidate to a client, and the candidate is actually an associate degree graduate. They actually didn't know about associate degree, what is associate degree really is. But thankfully, the candidate has already more than 10 years of experience, so he can be proceeded. Um, yeah, but just keep in mind, usually associate degree cannot be counted to apply to apply engineering visa. But if you have the associate degree or vocational degree, um, you should have more than 10 years of experience. Basically that. Yes. As for bachelor degree, if you have bachelor degree and you graduate from the same um, field as your uh, field. So, for example, if you're a software engineer, then if you are a graduate from computer science, then you don't have to have a minimum years of experience. Yes. Is that answer the question? Do you have any follow-up question? Who is Faris? I think he's not here. Um,
Thank you for answer.
oh, you're here. Okay.
Thank
No,
you
that.
for answer.
Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to answer Arif. In he messaged on the Discord chat. D3 is actually equal to associate degree, and vocational is actually equal to SMK. So yeah, vocational is SMK, and then D3 is associate degree. Okay, next question from Mona. I have been living in Japan and working since April, but I thought about resigning because I got an interesting job offer. But Japanese culture is loyal to the company. What is the minimum length of work to still have a good impression? Do you want to take it? Do you
I
want to
just,
answer this, Hannah?
yeah, yeah, I just wanted to know about more like background.
Mm. Okay. Mona, are
Like
you here?
friends, if it's okay.
Yes. Mona. Mona.
I think it's just not here.
Yeah, she's not here. But yeah, I think if it's generally because of more interesting job offer, I think it doesn't matter why you want to resign. Um, the reason that the thing that will be counted would be the length of the time you work in the company. Um, Basically, if you're working a, in a Japanese company, and if you are in Japanese market, usually the company and also recruitment agency will only consider candidates with more than 2 years of experience, 2 years of working in one company. So um, 1 year, even 1 year will be considered as a job hopper, let alone just a few months. Um, it's it's not it's not something that's illegal actually, as you know, but it's something you will not be that attractive to companies and to recruitment agency, and it will be hard for you to get another job at another company. So yes, loyalty in Japan companies really important. Hannah, what do you think?
Yeah, yeah, it's quite what. I also work like 12 hours each day, and it's a little bit of hard for me. Like I just wanted to do. It's not the my boss said that you have to work 12 hours. It's not that way. I just wanted to work 12 hours each day. So it's it depends on the person.
Yes. And what is the minimum length of work to still have a good impression? Yes.
Yeah.
2 years. 2 years minimum at the same company would be considered still
And
would be
yes,
considered you still have a good impression.
it's
Yes.
not the year, so it's just at least 2 years. I think one company.
Mm, yes. I think Mona is not here, so there will be no follow-up question.
Oh,
So
maybe
the
I
next
can add
question.
follow-up
Oh,
question maybe.
okay, okay, sure.
Yeah, yeah. Because when I read Mona question, she says she has been working since April and right now is July. Maybe she's in probation period. How about if we got resigned when we still in probation period? Is that still looks like it's a negative thing in
Yes.
Japanese company?
Yeah, yeah. It's an instant yes, I think, because um, recruitment agent or company will wondering why the candidate or the person only work during the probation period. It's either the person did not comfortable in the company,
Mm,
or if the company didn't quote and unquote like the person.
mm,
So, but either way, it's not a good look to that person,
mm,
you know. Yes. So if you leave during the probation period, it's either you or the company that has some trouble. And either way, it doesn't look good to you.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. I think it's quite a dilemma because she said she got an interesting job offer.
Yeah. Yes. That's isn't that just like everybody's problem?
Yeah, because in Indonesia it's not like it's not like a big problem because yeah, job hopper is normal in here.
Yes, but it's kind of a problem for us recruiters, I think. Like for me, I recruited for Indonesian companies before working in before working here, and even Indonesian companies don't really like candidates that are hopper, especially less than a year.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and Indonesians are there are plenty of Indonesian candidates who like to job hopping. So yes, maybe we can change that.
Yeah, yeah, you're right, you're right. Okay, thank you for the answer.
Thank you.
I'm
Um,
sorry. Can I
yes.
add more one follow-up question? Because
Oh yes,
I'm
yes, yes.
also interested in this question. So what if in the past CV or past previous in the previous company, I have some experience just 1 year. So
Mm.
what can I do to make sure? Yeah, I know it's the past, right? But at the
Yeah,
current
yeah,
company,
yeah.
I'm try to more than 2 years. It's still acceptable or still big no or okay, it's okay. How about that?
Yes. Yeah. As you just said, we can change the past. We cannot change that, but you can always change it in your current company in your current work. Um, so if you have um job hopping experience in the past, then you should be loyal to your current company and you have to work for more than 2 years. It would be great if it can be more than 3 years because that what would be counted um, moving forward. So it will make you better and company will not focus on your job hopping experience in the past. So the companies will focus more on your current um, loyalty to the current company. Does that make
Okay,
sense?
thank you. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Uh, the next question is, if I get a job and relocate to Japan and bring my family, can my spouse take a part-time job? Hannah? Is Hannah not here?
Yes, I'm here. Could you just, I'm really
Yeah.
here. What the questions?
Yeah. The question is, if I get a job and relocate to Japan and bring my family, can my spouse take a part-time job? I think it's connected with a visa um,
Yes.
thing. Yes. Yes, you can answer maybe.
ここから出てないですよね。資格、資格。じゃあ、資格、活動外許可証みたいな。Oh, so basically you can't like work in Japan like part-time job. It's because it's within the 24 hours. That's okay. Usually 24 to 28 hours.
So basically, if my spouse still can work part time, but on limited hours, right?
Yes. Okay.
for the company which is outside of Japan. So it's kind of in a gray zone. So
My coworker just joined.
Is that
And he,
Jackie?
yes, it is. And then Jackie asked the answers instead of me.
Okay, Jackie can maybe can join. Um,
Please do. Please do.
we actually cannot hear Jackie's answer before that much clearly.
Oh, he's next to me right now.
Yeah, but it's kind of not too clear. Maybe can you
What about
what about yeah. Glad to
yes.
hear that you're still energetic. So
Yes, it's already late for me.
yeah.
Okay, Jackie.
So for the question that regarding whether the it's also sorry this question again. Focus for whether
no, it's get a job.
the phone is quite yeah, it's okay to take a part-time job, but the problem will be like first what we say part-time is just allow the people who work for the companies in Japan. So it's not allow you to work as a freelancer, which is the companies located outside of Japan. Because even though in Japan, even though you work as a work as a part-timer, you still have to pay tax. So I mean the just your family is supposed to work as a part-time job, which is I mean company located in Japan, and second, you just allowed to work within, I remember it should be within 28 hours per week. So that will be the condition there if your family is looking for part-time job in Japan after you come to Japan.
Okay, thank you. Hey, Mr.
Welcome.
Thank you, Mister. Um, the,
He's like
the next,
really
no?
even me.
He's staying with you there.
No, I'm by the way.
No, you shouldn't leave. You should uh answer these questions and help Hannah. Okay. The next question is, if I have a friend or family that living in Japan, can I stay living with them when I don't have a visa to look for a job in Japan?
If you don't have a visa, but your family, I mean, if talk about friends, I don't think that would be acceptable. But if we talk, if your family is living in Japan, then you should be allowed to apply for the spouse visa so that you will be able to stay in Japan.
Maybe
And then,
this question means if they have a tourist visa.
a
Like
tourist
if,
visa. Okay.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, as long as you mean if you're having a travel or tourist visa, and then can you use the time that you're living in Japan and then land a job for yourself? Is that what you mean?
Whoa, are you here?
Yes, for sure.
The person who, yes, yes. Can you explain your question? I'm afraid if I'm explaining you wrong.
Yeah, actually, I have a family where they live in Japan actually, but I want to ask how can I living with them that when I don't have a permanent visa maybe or just maybe tourist visa or something like that to looking or searching
Um,
the job.
I see. I mean, I don't think that will be allowed. So when you come to, I mean, if you have, if your if your country is, I mean, if you don't need a travel visa to come to Japan, then you're allowed to, get a point and then come to Japan. But I mean, if you're talking about stay in Japan for let's say half a year, then actually you need to apply for the visa there to allow you to get into Japan. So I need to easier to understand my answer. The answer is no. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Um, okay, next question. We only have 3 minutes left. I heard that the cold weather in Japan is quite extreme. Is that true?
That's true.
Define extreme.
But depends on which part of Japan you're going to live in, right? So if you talk about the northwest side, 夏だとどのぐらいあれですか？
日本も10度とかじゃないですか。
Okay, so it could be from 15 degrees Celsius to negative
マジ
15? 他とないですか？
だけど来るけど、わかんない。そこまでかもわかんない。
わかんないですよ。本人じゃないし。
Negative 10, I think. I don't know.
We talk about the northwest part of Japan, so it's from 15 to negative 10 degrees Celsius. I
How
mean,
about
it's
in
not
Tokyo?
how about in Tokyo? Tokyo is like from 0 degrees Celsius to 38 degrees.
I don't know.
今日は
So, I think 20.
no, 30 something, right?
Oh, yeah. Celsius?
Yes. So
Yes.
yes, kind of extreme there.
Yes. Thank you. This question is from Zulfikar. Are you here? Do you have any follow-up question?
Yeah. I just want to have one more follow-up questions. Is it really common if the weather reaching minus under 0 Celsius?
But it's not that common in Tokyo, so yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Next question. Is there any chance for foreigner to get a promotion or higher position in Japan? Tricky?
Chances for foreigners to get a promotion. Like a
Yes.
position. Depends on the experience, I guess. So for me, I'm PIC for Rakten's position. So for example, like some of the department, they have a very urgent needs for the manager role. Let's say it's like that. So at that time, since companies like Rakuten, they need someone who can speak well in English. So for foreigners, it's a higher chances of getting promoted compared to the Japanese candidate. So I would say it depends on the needs of the company
Yeah.
in general.
Thank you. It's not really convincing, your answer.
Thank you. Even though even
Yes.
though
Even though what?
you don't like
No, yeah, that's great. Thank you so much for the answer. Is Niken here? Do you have any follow-up question? Probably just a short one. No? Okay, moving on. Is there any QA manual opening there? No.
mm, yeah, no, because for those
No.
QM role, they are open for the candidate who can speak very good Japanese at the moment. Sorry about that. Yeah, for uh no, yeah. I mean, even though if we talk about Rakuten or PayPal. Almost all of the QA manual that are posted, so it's quite tough at the moment in terms of the market situation.
I actually have a question about that. Um, how if it compared with the automation position, which one is more which one is more desirable, the manual or automation QA?
Yeah, so I will say automation QA will be more desirable. The situation is like the Japanese company been trying to send out all the QA manual works to those dispatch company. So they looking for someone who don't have IT backgrounds to work on those QA manual role. They allow them to they give them time to them to learn from zero and then just for paying less. Okay. So actually I would say in Japan within a year, I guess. Maybe a year later that the companies may be only looking for QA automation role, in my opinion.
Yes. Thank you so much. I think there's no more questions, and it's already 3 minutes past the schedule. Maybe we can wrap this up. First of all, thank you so much for Hana, Kasan, and Jackie to join us and answer the questions from the Discord member. Thank you. And if we can do this again later, maybe. Oh, there's a clapping sound.
What was it?
It was a clapping sound. Wow. Who used that? That's so cool. Uh, I need to know who used that. Yes. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us here, Hanaka-san and Jackie-san. Hopefully, we can do this again sometime soon with different topic. And also, thank you for all the members who joined here. And if you have any more questions that you would like to ask, maybe you can compile them and maybe you can write them down in the discussion channel. And maybe I can share them to Hanaka-san and Jackie so that they can answer in writing form. Okay, it's already azan.
We would
Yeah.
love to.
Hana
We would love to.
Yeah, Hannah and Jackie, and maybe other IBT member can join in the next session. Maybe Ricky or Tatashin, right?
I'm going to invite it.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time. Bye bye all.
Bye bye.
Thank you for having me.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.